It's time for the show that brings the magic right to your speakers. Ears up!
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. It's another episode of Earzup Podcast. We have a great show for you today, mainly because I'm about to lose 10 pounds in water weight in the studio. It is 83.3 degrees here. This fact brought to you by the 21st Amendment Brewery. Yes, that's right. If you are out in the East Bay and you want to go to a nice place that is not 83.3 degrees, go to the 21st Amendment Brewery in San Leandro, or if you want to pay $100 to cross the bridge in San Francisco, you can do that too. Go visit their number one location on 563 2nd Street, right around the corner from where the Jarks, where the Giants play baseball at AT&T Park.
Ooh,
so you can go catch a game.
They're my favorite team, the Jarks.
The Jarks?
Yeah.
See, now that sounds like an East Philly beer league team. Hey, we're the Jarks, you know.
Get the Jarks first, the Johns over here.
I love it, dude. Hold on.
I've been a Johns fan since I was 12.
Hey, I saw the season draft premiere of the Jarks, okay? I was there. My dad, I don't know why he's not from Jersey, but...
Yeah. And every team is sponsored by Yingling.
Oh, of course, dude. It's the Yingling team. Dude, I love Yingling so much.
It's so great.
Oh, God, it's so good.
It's funny. Growing up, we just called it lager because it was just like, give me a lager. And then we went down to like a club in Delaware and we were like, give me a lager. They were like, what kind? We're like, what do you mean kind? There is only one kind of lager. Yingling. Give me a Yingling.
This is the thing, because I'll see the big thing in I don't know if it's just in the beer world, right? But for me, the big thing in the beer world is every time you watch a movie or see a TV show, oh yeah, give me a beer. Oh yeah, give me a, whatever. And it's like, what are you talking about? A beer. There's probably 25,000 different types of beers out in the world right now. What are you talking about? Give me a brand.
What year do you think it is?
Yeah. But apparently, that's what the East Coasters did. If Rob is telling me the truth here, give me a lager.
This is before the craft beer boom out here on the East Coast. I know West Coast, you craft beered it up a lot earlier than we did. But yeah, Yingling. Yes. It was Budweiser, Miller Lite, or Yingling were like the three beers that you would have.
Well, that's the thing, because like those are all lagers.
Yeah.
So how do you know, right? They just didn't care.
You asked for a lager, and that was a Yingling. That's how they just.
That's the preference.
Then what if you wanted a Budweiser? What would that be then? A Bud?
You would say a Bud. Yeah, give me a Bud.
I love it, dude. Okay.
They'd ask you to leave politely, without profanity,
through the window. Sometimes they would open it first. That's cool, man. I love that. Oh, Thomas is in chat doing conversions for us. So it's apparently 28.5 degrees Celsius in here.
Wow.
What do you think of that? And 41% humidity. What's that in Celsius? Thomas, if you're so smart. Anyway, we have a great show for you today. We are joined by Rob here from Bantha Milk. Bantha Milk is back, baby. We're doing some big things over there at Bantha Milk, I hear. And we're going to talk to Rob a little bit about what those things are. And then we're going to wrap with Erik, who's going to tell us about... What are you going to tell us about, Erik?
I'm going to tell you about a fan convention I went to that wasn't the uber expensive D23.
Okay. I love that. I've always been curious about these kinds of things. You know what I mean?
I can tell you something.
I like an off-brand fan convention.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Why not?
It is definitely fun. And then we're going to cover a bunch of Disney news, and that's kind of it. On the next show, I'm in the middle of doing research. I was going to try to have it ready for this show, but I could not make it. I'm going to cover the history of the House of the Future by Monsanto.
Oh, do you have the book?
No.
Oh, there's a book that came out recently. I'll have to look it up. And
there's a book? I'll buy it.
There's a book?
There's a book. Okay. Well, look.
Yeah.
I will get the book. I'm going to sing in mood because I don't feel good, you guys. I do not feel well. Yeah, I have not been feeling well for a couple hours. Okay, so here's a quick story time. We live across the street from a park, right? And there's the National Night Out, which if you don't know, it's like when cops come and hang out with everybody in the park and they go, hey, how come you're never here whenever I call you? And the cops go, hey, we got to go. And then they leave. But
let's all go to the bucket where our guns are. And
yeah. Actually, Eric, can you come down a smidge, please?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
And Taren, Alice has a friend who lives in the neighborhood, and they were walking by, and they texted Taren like, hey, can we use your bathroom real quick? Like, we have a potty emergency with one of like the younger kids. And Taren's like, sure. And then she tells me, I'm like, oh, she goes, I didn't know what to say. It's an emergency. Because, we're mask people. You guys know, right? We're not, that would be, well, I've never let anybody in the house without a mask on before or without testing, right? Because that's just what we're trying to do. But we thought about it like, hey, it'll be 4 minutes. That'll be fine. It'll be okay. Just trying to let that go. This little girl comes in. She's like 4 or whatever. And she had lipstick on because that's what girls do. I'm like, oh, I love your makeup. And she goes, thanks, I did it myself. I'm like, it doesn't show. It's great. And then so she goes to the restroom. She sniffs. She goes, I'm like, oh, good. Okay, here we go. And then she comes out and then she walks down our hallway to the living room where we're about to eat dinner. And she's like, sort of walking over to our food. And finally, her mom calls her over. Like, oh, we got to go. I'm like, so much for like quarantining yourself in this one little area of my house. You now have just walked through my entire house to go stand over my food. I'm gonna get sick. What are you doing in here, Alice?
I'm looking for the cat.
All right, well, stop. Don't go any closer because you're about to be on camera. Because now we're doing our show, and Alice is in her unmentionables.
Oh
no!
Looking for Pickles, the cat. By the way,
the cat.
Oh, not actual pickles, because
there
is a large jar of pickles right next to you.
I was going to say there's pickles in the podcast room. That's interesting.
Well, that's our fuel, man. So anyway, that happened, and maybe that's why I don't feel well. Stress reaction, but it'll be fine, man. We'll get through it today. It'll be awesome, and it'll be fun. It'll be a great thing. But yeah, so I'll look up that book, Eric, if you remind me the name of it.
Yeah,
or whatever.
I haven't actually read it yet. I bought it a few months ago, and it's in the large pile of Disney books.
Oh man! All right, well, figure it out. Let me know on the break or whatever, and I'll buy it, and that'll be good. But anyway, today, before we get to you, Robert, if you want to take a trip to look at the place where the House of Tomorrow from Monsanto was stationed in Disneyland proper, which I believe now is like the Pixie Forest or whatever,
Pixie
where you
Hollow,
can meet
yeah.
Pixie Hollow, yeah. And apparently there's a little bit of it left. So if you want to go and pay your respects to the House of Tomorrow, book through our friends at Concierge. You can go to concierge.com. They are great people. They are park experts. It's funny, man, because, a lot of people listening to the shows over time have just sort of started becoming vacation planners with Concierge, which I think is great because, number one, it's a testament to like how great the company is to work for, right? But also it's sort of like a great library of different expertises, right? So you have people who are really great and really dialed in with like the Marvel fandom. So you can get a vacation planner who knows all about the Marvel stuff in the parks. Anything you got to do this. Here's this time. I'll help you get to this, stunt show or whatever it is. And then you have people who are more like mom centric, where I need some hacks or whatever to try to figure out how to deal with my kid, or where are the first aid centers or what that kind of thing. And there are people who are kind of focused on that. So you can get a lot of different experiences in kind of one area. And I think that's cool. And there's not really a whole lot of places like that. So, if you're looking for a wide breadth of interest and interaction and knowledge of how to go on a Disney vacation, how to do it the right way, because there is a right way, folks, check them out, concierge.com. All right, Rob, what's up, man? It's been a long time, brother. How you been?
It has been a long time. I'm great. Thank you for asking. Yeah.
I saw that you were in the Discord the other day, and you randomly dropped on us that you have a new co-host for Bantha Milk. And Bantha Milk is... What's been going on with Bantha Milk lately? Kind of up and down a little bit, because you and Nick are teachers.
Right.
So you don't have all the time in the world like unemployed people like me.
Yeah. Nick is very involved in a lot of different things, and unfortunately for Bantha Milk, it was the lowest of his priorities.
Yeah, I
He
get
has
that.
2 children.
Seems weird.
Yeah, under the age of 2.
He has 2 children under the. Okay, so he and I need to have a different conversation then. That's insane, brother.
I know, right? Like, calm down there. Yeah, so
I get it. You love each other. Cool.
cool. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
So he's there's a lot going on there with 2 little ones that little. So
Yeah.
he's doing a lot there. He's he teaches with me. We're still in the same school district. He's got the band. He's got all these things. So he's always busy. And then when we were able to do a show, he was tired from 2 kids, whatever, boring.
I get that, dude. For one kid, I'm like, can I take a nap? Dude, It's 9:00 at night. I know, but I want to take a nap so then I can have a moment to myself. That would be cool, right?
Yeah. No, I agree. I totally understand. Luckily, I'm at the point now, both my kids are older. So I'm like, hey, my one's at college. I barely even see him. So it's
yeah, that sounds great, man.
It's a lot less stressful than having 2 under the age of 2. So we have been very sporadic with our shows. And then just a couple of weeks ago, I was talking with Erik. We were planning something else. And as I was talking, I was like, yeah, I think, unfortunately, Bantha Milk is pretty much almost dead because my co-host can't do it anymore. And Tag from Eric's other show, The Hub Crawl, he says, oh, do you want a new co-host? And I said, sure. And he said, I have somebody for you.
He has a vending machine of co-hosts that just pop out.
Put in the giant, it's like the giant Bitcoins. I put one of those in and a co-host popped out.
The claw machine, you had to get it just right.
You found James.
I found James. So James, which is if you DL Weekly, I don't want to say a competitor of yours. They do a whole different type of show, but it's always on DL Weekly. He is now my new co-host. So he had his own podcast with his brother, and the same thing. It kind of like just faded away the way Bantha Milk was fading away, and he's a huge Star Wars person as well. So he's very excited to join me. So we recorded a show on Monday. It's going to come out on your podcast providers tomorrow.
Nice.
Or Wednesday.
Great work.
It's coming out.
All right.
On the 6th. So if this comes out after that, then you already can find it again. But we have a lot of fun, different little segments on there. I brought back Star Wars news. So some updates on that. I don't know if you've heard.
Excellent.
Everybody here's a pretty Star Warsy fan, but get ready. A New Hope will be back in theaters.
Oh, yeah.
In April 2027. So get your tickets now.
Yeah, exactly. So is it going to be the cut that everyone's been clamoring for, the theatrical release, or is it going to be the enhanced Lucas cheese puff fingerprints all over it?
I don't know the answer to that yet.
Yeah, we could guess that's what it's going to be.
It's going to be, as George said, the original one is no longer Star Wars.
And you know what? And I've heard, and I don't know if this is true or not, but I've heard that he's doing that because his ex-wife basically edited the first one, and she gets a large portion of that. But since he's made changes, she doesn't get as much money or whatever. So that's why he does that version, because just trying to like mess her up.
Yeah,
it's a little petty.
It seems a little petty, but also very Hollywood.
It is very Hollywood.
So I don't know, man.
Yeah, so I don't know, but I know he had always said that he never liked the way it finished because he wanted so much more out of it than what was technologically available in 1977.
And I get that, and man, that has got to be hard to deal with, right? Because not only like your art gets out there and you're like, yeah, it's just not, I can't do what I want to do, and that sucks, but okay, here you go. And it just completely scrambles the brains of everybody, 6 and up, right? For forever, for decades. It's just messing kids up, and in a positive way mostly. And I would imagine the struggle to come to terms with that is tough, where it's like, but they don't understand what it could be, and they like a thing that I don't like.
Yeah, like
Either I'm
millions
not
of people
happy with.
being like, this movie is awesome, and him being like, I hate it. Almost
Yeah.
like, yeah. So totally, I can see it totally messing him, and him always striving to make it better and better and better because he wants it to be that perfect.
But all he's
movie.
doing is messing it up. Like people are
Yeah.
pushing back on that thing forever.
Yeah,
Oh, gosh, yeah.
So I don't know.
He is whatever, but anyway,
I forgot about McClunky. McClunky. Okay, George. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Well, how was James's first time being on Bantha Milk? Did he have a good time? When he first joined you virtually, did he say,
Oh my gosh, I was just in there, the lights were low.
was that something like that? Or
he definitely did say that.
all right. That's too bad.
Yeah, so we had a lot of fun. We did that. He brought a segment called Jedi of the Week where he did a spotlight on. He's going to do a spotlight on a Jedi every week.
I love
Didn't
that.
you used to do that in the early days?
Yeah, we did 2 of them. And
Okay. Two.
Dude,
So-
that's like classic podcast growth syndrome where you're just like, I have this great idea. And then you do it. You're like, I just don't care anymore. Or I forget. And then now it's too late. And then I don't know if I should bring it back because other people are going to get confused. It's a whole thing, man. I definitely get that.
Yep. So we brought that back, and James did a really good rundown of the I forget what her name is, the blue Twi'lek Jedi. Her name starts with an A. I forget.
Ayala?
Yeah, him. He did a good rundown on Ayala. It was awesome. And then because Olivia from Concy Ears, 856 R Ears, she said to us the one day, she said, I know nothing about Star Wars. So can you do like a Star Wars for Dummy episode for me? So,
Yes. What a great idea.
yeah. So that was our main topic on the first show was like Star Wars for beginners.
Yeah.
Like what order to watch it? What about this? What about that? What are all these different things?
Not Star Wars for dummies.
Not Star Wars for
Star
dummies.
Wars for the absolute brain dead among you, not us because we're geniuses.
We're
That's the
geniuses,
full title,
but
yeah.
the rest of you dummies over there. Hey, you dummies over there. This is for you over there.
It's the greatest story ever told. Classically, the best.
It's the best. There's other stories, but they're not nearly as good as this one.
They don't even have nuclear energy. I love that idea. I think that's great. Fantastic idea.
So that was our main topic for the first show. We're gonna be back every other week. James is really excited to
Wow.
be every other week. So
Oh, man.
we're gonna be out there on a very consistent 2 shows a month, every other week basis again. We have a lot of ideas. One of the things I was talking to him about, it could be an 11-part series of why this movie is the best Star Wars movie of all time. And some of them it's going to be hard to find good things for, but we'll try.
You gotta
But-
try, man. You
Yeah.
gotta try.
Yeah, I mean, A New Hope, it's just so old.
So old. Everything is so old.
Luke isn't believable.
Yeah.
I mean,
He
come
doesn't
on.
hold the lightsaber with one hand. This guy, he can't even battle. Boring. So yeah, so we have some of that, and James already came with some ideas, other ideas for upcoming shows. So we have a lot of ideas going on, which is very exciting since there's really nothing new coming out right now in Star Wars.
There's not. But you know what I've noticed lately, especially on my TikTok feed? There's a lot of Star Wars actors in like the prequels that have been giving interviews because specifically I'm thinking Liam Neeson, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Liam Neeson. And he's talking about, he's like, my death was kind of namby-pamby is what he said, because I didn't really get. So I think that stuff is super interesting because you get finally after 20 years or whatever, you get the actors going like, yeah, I just didn't really, whatever. Or like, I'm blanking on his name, Obi-Wan.
The original one or the new one? Ewan McGregor?
Ewan McGregor. Yeah, he's like, I don't have any memory of the second or third movie because it was basically all on a green screen. So I just don't really like, I don't have a connection to it. I see myself and I don't know who that is. So it's like things like that I think you could really get down with now because everybody has projects and so of course they're all going to be talking about Star Wars. So those sound bites could be fun also.
Yeah, 100%. So, yep. So that's it. So that's what Bantha Milk's up to. We're back, baby.
I love it, man.
I love it too. I'm really excited because,
Yeah,
and Nick's going to show up when he can. And
absolutely,
I said to him,
dude.
anytime you want to show up, come on back and, come into the studio and we'll do something with or without James. It doesn't matter. But we're going to have something consistent coming again. So for all of the fans who listen to the show and who like Star Wars, we're back. Don't worry.
I love that. I think that's great. I'm glad that Nick is still going to be involved. I know even when you guys started, it was hard to get, I don't want to say to get his attention because that sounds like, he just doesn't care, but to get on his schedule. Yeah. And, I don't know Nick from anybody, but he seems a lot like Taren, where it's like he wants to say yes all the time, but then he doesn't have room to do that. And then there's conflicts and stuff, and it's not a negative. It's just some people are like that. I am the opposite of that. I say no, and then I regret saying no because I want to do the thing, and then I go, oh, it was done. I could have done it better. That's my problem. So it's the opposite, right? So I think that's great, and I would be willing to bet Nick probably shows up a lot now because there's no pressure.
There's no pressure, yeah.
Right, and so I think that's perfect. I think it's great because I thought he was really good. I think he was. You guys worked really well together, and I'm sure you and James will do the same. And so if you guys can all get on the same page like that, that could be a lot of fun too.
I think it will be. It will be. I'm very excited for all of that. So yes. So that's what's going on in the Bantha Milk world. So thank you for letting me come talk to the millions and millions of fans that we have over here on the Earzup.
Yeah, that's true, man. They're all they're just waiting. They haven't been born yet, but they're coming. I that's what I'm told anyway, Well, then hey, look, man, if you want to stick around, you can stick around. We're going to be talking Disney convention and whatever, but it's also, late over there. So
what I'll do is I will watch it on Twitch as I'm laying in bed and falling asleep instead of sitting here live on the camera.
All right, good. All right, Rob. Well, thanks for joining us, man. I know it's late. I appreciate it. Welcome back to Bantha Milk, and congratulations to James for having something else to do.
There you go.
And not getting paid for it. So
that's right. That is for sure.
See you, Rob.
All right. See you guys later. Thank you very much.
Later, dude. Bye.
All right. What are we doing?
All right. Are you ready for your John?
I'm ready for my John.
All right, so
I'm not from a region of the country that says John, but still.
Neither am I, but it's still fun. And then so we just pretended like we didn't take a break, so he just left, and then we're jumping into your segment.
Okay.
All right, so here we go. All right, well that was cool, man. It's always good to talk to Rob, and I like that Bantha Milk's coming back. Everyone really liked that show, and I was disappointed when it sort of fizzled out, but I get it. Also, you know what I mean? Everyone has their own stuff to do.
Yeah, everybody's got stuff. 2 kids. I don't know what it's like to have 2 kids. I don't know if I'd be able to do a podcast after 2 kids.
It's like 4 dogs.
Or 7. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't have any kids. You have one.
Well, I'm telling you, one kid's tough enough to try to just have time to yourself. Actually, by the way, I'll just, because it's on social media, so everyone probably knows. But if you guys remember Maddie, she was an intern for a while, her and Brittany. Yeah. So Maddie is having twins.
Twins?
For her first children are going to be twins. And I said, that's great.
You go for 1 and you get 2. That's
right. Right. And I'm like, that's the way to do it, I think. You get 2, you knock out of the park. But that has got to be just awful. Just straight up, traumatizing while you're going through it. Because it depends on your mental state. My mental state with Alice when she was born was not good. So I had a very hard time dealing with it. Now things are a little better.
That's good. How's Brittany doing?
I don't know. I don't really talk to them too much anymore. Yeah. I think everyone's fine. I don't know, man. Okay. But anyway, all right. Go ahead. No. Go ahead.
Right.
No.
I was just going to say every once in a while they pop up as you might know this person. I'm like, I kind of did once.
Yeah. Same. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. All right, Eric. Well, let's talk about your Disney convention. What is this? Where did you go? Where did you do?
All right. Well, I went to the Pacific Northwest Mouse Meet, where, a lot of you folks are probably familiar with the D23 convention. We talk about that every couple of years. It's a big one. You can renew your annual thing. You get your big glossy magazine in the mail. and you also get a digital one now. I hear they're going to stop doing the actual physical magazine.
Oh man,
which is a shame. But
yeah,
it's also very large and hard to put on your shelf.
Okay, well there you go.
This big square. I've never really found a good way to put them on the shelf, but whatever. So conventions. So let's just take a quick step back. This isn't a full segment on Disneyana conventions because there's a lot of research that I kind of feel like is out there, but I haven't done it yet. And Jason and I were talking about it. I'm like, I don't actually know. I don't. There might be a lot. There might be nothing.
Right.
But yeah. So Disneyana conventions have been going on for a while. People just hang out, and like from what I understand, it's a lot of ballrooms. It's a lot of hotel rooms where people are just like, here's some of the collectibles I have, and they'd sell and buy and trade, and that was just a thing that started happening. But Disneyana became an actual name when the Disneyana Fan Club was founded in 1984. So there are chapters all over the country at this point. They do conventions. They donate proceeds to causes that are championed by Disney artists and Disney Imagineers. They hold their own Disney Legends Awards. So there's a little bit that I think might be worth looking into.
Yeah, for sure. That sounds cool.
Yeah, they still do annual conventions and stuff, and that's pretty great with D23 out there. So D23 came in kind of let's just say it, Disney wanted to get in on the action.
Well, it's one thing that they could always do better, because they have access to all the stuff, right?
Right,
So,
all the stuff,
yeah.
all the people. So in 2009, they started D23, which was their official Disney fan club, which seems kind of late considering how long Disney had been around.
It does, man. And I don't know why that is. I would imagine it's because, it's going to take manpower to run and to figure its content and to figure out something to do or whatever. And I think Disney often gets in way too late on the things that fans really want outside of the parks.
Yeah. And I've heard that about certain things where, we, as bloggers, we used to get invited to Disney events, and then they suddenly said, we can do our own blog. And then Disney Parks blog came out, and they stopped inviting bloggers to things. So maybe they come in late, but they do it big. And the D23 convention is definitely big, considering that the last time we had one in America, we had the Anaheim Convention Center full, and then had to have a separate area down the street at is it where the Ducks play, or is it at where the Angels play? I already forget. I didn't put
down the street is the Honda Center, which is the Ducks, I think.
Ducks. Okay, Honda Center. There we go. Yeah. Olivia says Ducks. Thank you. But yeah, this is a huge thing. Hey, Taren's here.
She can't hear you though.
She can't hear me though. Right. I'll say that later when she puts on her headphones. I'll do it again.
Good.
Fully announce.
I can't wait.
She's here.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. But yeah, so the Pacific Northwest Mouse Meet is one of these other Disney things that's kind of quasi supported by Disney, because Disney figured out, I'm pretty sure early on, I'd love to know more about this, but they realized if fans are going to do stuff, we should let them do stuff. Because it's free for us.
Yeah.
We don't have to do much.
Yeah.
Get the name out there.
I mean, I get that you want to protect your brand or have control over the thing or whatever. But
yeah,
at a certain point, you let people just do the things, man.
Why not? It's fun. They get together. They have a good time. They talk about Disney things. They tell other people about Disney things. They spread the Disney message.
That's right.
And,
yes.
And maybe the money doesn't come back to Disney directly.
No, but
I can imagine how it does.
It's brand reinforcement. That's all it is. Yeah. And especially in a brand that's built on nostalgia, the way the Disney brand is. It is you want everybody at all times to remember how good it feels to pick up, especially an old version of a Mickey Mouse watch, or you know what I mean, or whatever. My
Right,
grandpa
yeah.
had one, and I remember that, so I'm going to spend $400 on this, and then we're going to go to the parks in it. I'm going to show everybody.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's the whole thing. Now Taren is here. Taren, hello.
Hi.
Hello. All right, we'll continue.
Don't worry, I'll cut that out. It'll be fine.
You don't have to cut that out. I'm saying hello.
Okay. I'll still do it. Come on,
Okay.
buddy.
All right. So the Pacific Northwest Mouse Meet. This year was the first time I went. I've heard about it for a few years, but being a person who does not live in Seattle, it has not been like that's it. Like so many of these things are regional, but I know a lot of people that have gone and they say it's a really good one. This was their 15th anniversary doing one of these.
That's pretty good for a convention, man. If you're coming from the world of conventions and stuff like that, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I love it.
So it was a lot of fun. This year it was sponsored by D23. So Disney itself is saying, because one of the sessions there were just D23 magazines on all of our seats when we came in. Cool. And I'm like, I already have this, but still.
You throw this in the trash. That's interesting because that's what I don't get. That's something I don't understand. Like why the Indie Mouse Convention would allow D23 to sponsor.
I mean, why would Disney want to offer to sponsor? Allow to sponsor is, hey, money is money.
Yeah, hey, money is money, but I don't know. I guess I guess because in my mind, which is broken, in my mind, D23 costs money to do these things, right? Money is not free flowing, especially not anymore, and it's going to get worse. So if you had the choice of continuing to get your D23, membership or whatever, your gold membership for $75 or go to Seattle for the MouseCon, I think people are going to pick maybe staying with the D23 because things are a little, I don't know. That's my first reaction is like, why would you, I don't know. That's big. That's a big competition. Like Disney does it right. Like we were saying. So I wonder what the difference is provided are.
Well, yeah, maybe it's, hey, I decided to go to the Mouse Meet and then I got there and this cool magazine was there. And I went, oh, that's one of the things you get 4 times a year? Cool. Oh, you also get cool pins? Or whatever the annual gift is always something crazy. One year it was a Mickey statue in silver. It wasn't silver, it was plastic. But still
in silver
cool
plastic
looking statue.
Yeah, okay, that's cool.
Last year it was they had a couple cool figures and it was kind of random what you got. I got this cool Maleficent thing, little figurine. I've got a cool Sorcerer Mickey. One year it was this. A few years ago, really one of the best ones that I got was a replica of the package that Roy would bring to sponsors about the origins of Disneyland. So it was like concept art.
I love that.
That's awesome.
And like small replicas of all of this stuff, but still it's like this is what he showed up at events and said, here, give us $1 million.
God, I love that. That's great.
And there's some really cool stuff that they give every year. And that's why I've stayed with them for a while. Cause it's like $100 or something every year. But they have events around the country, especially if you're on the coasts. In Denver, we don't get quite as many events, but they do pop up. Really, if you don't mind having more like crap in your house,
yeah, we all need that.
Disney,
yeah, absolutely.
You're like,
all right,
I actually kind of like this.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Love it.
So that's D23, and they're advertising there. I think it's just another opportunity for them to say Disney supports this. because we have Disney artists who are here at this event.
Yeah.
Did I already mention Concierge was the other sponsor?
Oh.
No, I didn't know. You did not.
Oh, okay. I didn't get that far. We stopped at D23. Concierge was the other main sponsor this year.
Excellent.
That's great.
So that was fun. Lots of great time talking to people about Concierge, and we had a little question and answer session in the main hall after John Musker was there. We'll talk about John Musker in a minute. And people had actual questions. So what do you do about this? And we had Lindsay, our president there, who was answering questions. We had a whole bunch of other concierge people who were like handing out cards and talking to people. It was fun.
Cool, man. Good job. Love to hear it.
So the Pacific Northwest Mouse Meet is one of the bigger, not Disney owned conventions out there.
Yeah.
And there's a reason I haven't been to D23, and it's the same reason I don't go to Comic-Con anymore. I don't want to be surrounded by hundreds of thousands of people. It feels like hundreds, it's tens of thousands, but still.
Yes.
I don't want to be in I think you and I are on a similar page on this one. I don't want to be around that many people.
No, I always hated going to the conferences that I had to go to.
Yeah.
And there we would not max out, but like I think the most we would have is like 3,500 people or something like that because it's homebrewing. Who cares?
Oh yeah.
But like I absolutely hated
American Beer Fest.
Oh, the GABF. I hated that place. That place was awful. Mainly because I had to work it and I'm standing on concrete for 8 hours.
Right.
So I'm tired. I'm cranky. It stinks like farts. There's bagpipes going off, and there's drunk frat boys trying to chug as much, 12% IPA as they can. I'm like, I gotta get out of here, dude. I gotta stop doing this. I'm way too old for this, man.
But yeah, it's that sort of thing. I don't want to be around that, and I'm not that crowd averse. It's just I don't like it.
I think that's totally fine. I think that some people will misconstrue that as being like antisocial or anti-people or whatever, but it's like I'm just not comfortable around that many people, and that's part of the reason why I have a hard time going back to the parks because it's just too many people, and I guess I haven't found the way to describe that feeling yet. Instead of just saying it's too crowded, which is a complaint, but it's more of just like I get itchy. I just don't like not being able to do what I want to do and go where I want to go unhindered, kind of a thing.
Yeah. I totally get it. And
I'm a free spirit. I'm too free. Okay, you can't chain me down, Eric or Taren.
You just want to be the only guy on the Columbia as it goes around the river.
standing on the stern or whatever, and
would love
with
that.
Taren holding you.
If that was happening, she would be pushing me, and I would be holding on.
Oh, that would be fun.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, but yeah. So it's a smaller conference. There's like 500 people there. It's very manageable. They've got their vendor section, but this feels grassroots. You can tell that this is a bunch of people who are really dedicated to this, who want to put this together. So it was a lot of fun. The day started out. Really, it was just 1.5 days or 2 days, I guess. I wasn't there for the Friday night stuff.
So you Steve Martin and the Jerk. The first day felt just like a day, but the second day was more like a day and a half. The third day was like 2 weeks.
I love that movie. But yeah, no, it started kind of on Friday night for people who were there early, and then there was some stuff on Sunday for people who were there late. Good. Saturday was the main day.
Yeah, for sure.
So Saturday, that's when the vendor hall opened up. That's where people are trading stuff. There was a raffle going on. In the center of the vendor hall, these people had put up a display that was a Lego version of Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, geez.
Cool.
Dude.
With water, with moving boats.
Wow.
It was incredible. They said it took them years to put it together. It was a lot of fun to watch. Everybody was hanging out there taking videos.
Sure. Years.
So it took them years to put together, but I assume, had to disassemble it to bring it to the conference.
No, they were at the conference. They camped out for 4 years beforehand, and they
were at that Marriott for so long.
Yeah, they were in Conference Hall C for 12 years.
I could just imagine Jason doing that, and because I don't know if you guys know this about Jason, but every time he opens up a new Lego kit, there's always a piece missing.
Multiple pieces for sure, dude.
Every time he opens one of those bags, he's like, "There's a piece missing."
Yeah.
You have pieces missing? I always have extra pieces.
This is the thing, Eric. No, there are no pieces missing. He convinces himself that they're missing.
You open bag A and you can't find a piece halfway through. Like, I think they left one out. And then you find it 5 minutes later. And it's there. Yeah.
Move away. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Rob I'm assuming Bantha Milk is Rob, says, I fell into it and it broke. No, I fell onto it and I got
it hugged me
very badly.
Okay, yeah, that's why I'm in.
There's a lot of glue on that.
So what is this convention? Is it just like a bunch of booths and people are selling vintage Disney stuff, or what goes on at these places?
So that's part one. Is people selling stuff, people selling collections, people selling art, pins, all of that sort of they're selling vintage things. The other part is they brought in some major guests. So it's only one day, but they brought in 3 Disney folks who were absolutely incredible speakers. You may have heard of Bob Weiss, who
wasn't he the guitarist for the Grateful Dead?
No, that's
it's Bob Weir.
Yeah. Weir. There we go. No, Bob Weiss was at Disney Imagineering for 42 years. He was the president of Walt Disney Imagineering for a while. He headed up Disney MGM, Tokyo Disney Sea, and DCA 2.0.
Jeez, dude.
He's a major guy. He was on the Imagineering story. There was Tim Delaney, who was an Imagineer who designed a lot of Epcot and Disneyland Paris. His presentation was great because he's showing all these like massive paintings that he had to do, because he said in the 70s and 80s, you didn't have the benefit of just blowing up the picture. You had to paint a giant painting to tell executives, this is what we're going to do at Spaceship Earth.
Oh, man. You couldn't just zoom in and crop down.
Right.
Okay.
Like he had to paint things giant to get his message across.
Wow.
So he worked with Disney for many years, outside of Disney for many years. And then John Musker, who is the director of The Great Mouse Detective, The Little Mermaid, Aladdin, Hercules, Treasure Planet, Princess and the Frog, Moana.
Wow. I didn't realize those all had the same director.
Yeah.
Yeah, neither did I. Which I feel like that's some live action 1960s movie stuff where you get a lot of the same directors moving in and out of the projects. Yeah. And that's crazy to me.
Yeah, and it was so great to hear them. They all came with presentations. They had original art to show. They had all these production pictures to show. Every one of their presentations was incredible. And then after each session, you could just walk down the hall and meet them. They were signing stuff. I bought this poster that was signed by Tim Delaney, which is 3 of his interpretations of Space Mountain, and then John Hench's original version of Space Mountain.
That's neat.
Yeah, it looks great.
It was super awesome. But yeah, you just got to spend time with them. Bob Weiss hung out a lot. I met him at the elevators one day.
Like, you know who I am, right? Yes, Bob. We've met before. But okay, you got $5? Can I borrow? I need just some smokes. Can you buy me a drink, please?
It was almost that. Like we were just standing by the elevators, and he goes, "These elevators ever going to come up?" Because they were very slow elevators. I'm like, I don't know.
Classically,
Bob.
No convention I've ever been to has fast elevators. None. I feel like they slow them down whenever there's an event.
And it was just funny because we were I had to run upstairs to grab something, and I came back out, and he's just standing there. I'm like, "Don't you have a talk to do?" He goes, "Don't harass me, man."
Yeah, you're harassing people in the hallways.
Right, like
Classic Erik.
it was just a joke, and it was
Yeah, of
funny
course.
because then we got on the elevator, and one floor, we stopped at every floor on the way down. We were on like 5,
Jeez.
but the next floor down, somebody came in and said, "Are you Bob Weiss?" "Yep." "Can I take a picture with you?" "Sure." Next floor down, "Are you Bob Weiss? Can I take a picture with you?"
It'd be great for the person next to me. Yeah, and you can take a picture with him too.
Oh gosh. And the whole time down, he just kind of looked at me every once in a while. He's like, "Thank you for not asking for a picture."
Like I was going to, but
Because it was early in the morning. Like,
yeah. Well, look, man, that's what happens at these things, you know.
but yeah, it was super fun to meet him in person. It was super fun to talk to them. Like Tim Delaney, where he designed the hydrolators at the Living Seas. Do you two know about the hydrolators at the
No.
Living Seas?
No, we never
Okay.
went.
Right. Because yeah. It was this practical effect at the Living Seas in Epcot, where basically they were saying you're descending many, many feet below the surface of the ocean to go to the Living Seas Pavilion, which is where they have at the time the world's largest aquarium. And it made you feel like you were going very far underground.
Okay.
And it was really just a room that vibrated.
Sure.
And it had stuff on the sides of the room that rotated upward.
All right.
And it got darker. So it was like, it's like the submarine voyage
Yeah, I get it.
when you go underwater. It's the same sort of effect.
That's cool. I love
And
that.
Tim Delaney designed this effect. And
Oh.
I said to him when I went up to get my poster signed, I'm like, man, I was one of those nerd kids that totally believed that until I was like 8.
What did
And
he say?
he said, he said, "That's so amazing." He said, let me tell you, the first time I took like adult people onto it, I was so nervous because I thought they would think it was the corniest thing ever. And they all bought it.
Nice.
He said they didn't really believe they were going down underground, but they all
Right.
said, this is because his whole point was we need a transition from the real world into this undersea world.
Right. Well, and here's the thing. If you've never actually been in an elevator that takes you under the water many fathoms down, you're not going to know.
Right.
Because it doesn't
Yeah.
exist, right? So that's the thing. You're never gonna know. So it could be like this, and I feel like that is a very almost like a positive, a blessing in his corner. That like you can just make anything up, and as long as it's
Right.
semi believable and entertaining, you're gonna be great.
Yep.
Right. It's the 80s. Do whatever you want. And
Right.
it was so entertaining. I loved going on that just to get down to this place. And I remember the first time somebody opened up like an emergency exit and just walked outside into the broad daylight.
Okay. You're like, no,
like,
you're
"Oh,
gonna let
no."
all the water in, pal. That's cool. So what
But yeah,
else goes on at these things, man?
But yeah, I mean, really, let's see. They've got a costume contest.
Oh, okay. You got to have one of those, I feel like.
Yeah, you got to have some cosplay.
Yeah.
The dude who won this year was dressed as Fat Thor.
Okay.
I love Fat Thor. He's my
Awesome. Was
favorite.
it padding or was he just like a large, naturally endowed man?
He came with the padding attached,
Oh, okay. All right.
and he padded his beard, I suppose.
Okay.
But he had a big Stormbreaker axe, and he had the big robe, and
funny.
yeah, he was a fan favorite.
Nice.
Perfect.
Love it.
Raffles. So the raffles mostly had like classic stuff that people had collected and donated to the event.
Yeah.
The prime raffle was a trip to Bob Weiss's garage, where he has a massive model train set and all sorts of other Disney stuff from his time working at Disney.
Where does Bob live?
Somewhere in California.
Okay. All right. I feel like is there a guarantee you'll come back?
Well, I mean, considering this was in Seattle and Bob lives in California,
Because to me, that's like a Twilight Zone episode where it's like Bob needs another toy for his train.
Yeah.
His conductor is lost, and you were about to get a one-way ticket to the Twilight. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's a horror movie. You're never going to come back. You're never going to come out of the thing. You're shrunk down.
Right. But yeah, I mean, so I know the guy who won that one.
Oh, really?
And he lives. His name is Dave, and
Hi,
he
Dave.
lives in California. And they basically just came up to him afterward. All right, so this is going to be kind of. So Bob just wrote a book, and so he's on a book tour. So we'll let you know when he's in town at his house, and whenever you can show up, just let us know, and we'll figure it out. So it was this whole loosey-goosey thing, like.
That's weird.
I don't know when this will happen.
See, I like that though. I like it because the whole premise, I'm going to say, of the Disney company and the Disney employees, the cast members, is that they're approachable. They're super approachable. You know,
right?
Don't call me Mister. That's my call my first name, right? Like Rolly was like, oh, I'm not Mr. Crump. You know what I mean?
Right.
Stan's like, just call me Stan.
Yeah.
Right. So it's all these things where you aren't some like untouchable, unfathomable person. Like you're just an average person who happens to make a lot of stuff that people enjoy. So
right.
I kind of like that where there's no intermediary necessarily. He probably has a person, and that's it to manage like all of his stuff. But it's like, just keep it super cash. There's no like you have to be able to make it at this point, and you got 2 hours, and then that's it. And I don't know. I like the homespun sort of, it's like you got an invite at a party or something like that. I like
Absolutely.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was super cool to hear that part from Dave. He's like, I don't know when I'm going. I get to bring 3 more people. So whenever I figure out when I'm going, I guess I'll invite some people.
Yeah. Well, depending on where he lives, I'll be there if you want.
Right. But yeah, it's the whole thing, even though it's really well put together. Like Don, the guy who runs the entire thing, he puts together these little intro sequences before each like talk, where it's really well produced. It's fun. It's him doing something fun around the parks. Like he did a whole thing where he was spoofing Indiana Jones. And I see your face. See your face.
You're not supposed to. No, don't worry about it.
No. It feels like it would be cringy.
Yeah.
But if you lean into it, it's really well done.
That's good. I personally have a hard time leaning into stuff like that. So I love that everyone liked it. See,
I'm the same where I'm like, what the heck is going on?
I am not the target audience for most of the stuff that the Disney fan clubs or the Disney people do. And I've accepted that. And I need everybody else to accept that about me also. I'm not the target for this. I really am not. But I can respect and honor the amount of time it takes to not only come up with the idea, but to then create it. And the courage to put it out there. That is impossible to undercut.
This is a man who created something that has endured for 15 years.
Yeah.
Or he brings hundreds of people to a hotel in what I've been told is a not great suburb outside of Seattle.
It's not Bellevue.
But like people show up every year for this, and I have friends who have showed up many years for this, and it was cool meeting people who have been doing this longer than I even thought, like
possible,
well longer than I've heard of it, and it's fun, and it's
good.
Smaller, and it's more intimate, it's more regular. You can go back to your room and just sit there and go, I just need a few minutes.
Yeah.
But it's not that intense.
That's what I do.
I never felt the urge to go upstairs and go, I need to get away from you people for a little while.
Awesome. I think that's great. Are you going to go back next year?
I will go back whenever I can.
Okay. That's a very non-committal answer, and I appreciate that.
Well, next year, I've heard some people are going to do something else. I don't know. I can't guarantee. I mean, it's always around the same time. I think it's great. I would love to go back repeatedly. It feels weird because it still is kind of a local thing. So
okay, sure, I see
John's
that.
like, wait, you came from Colorado? but my friends came from like Wisconsin. And he knows them. And they're like, yeah, we come here every year for this because
I think it's great.
a premier event. They got amazing people to talk. And I actually felt like energized listening to these Disney guys talk about their time with Disney.
Sweet.
Yeah, it was really interesting. It was really great. I would definitely go back again whenever I can.
Excellent.
Love it. Good job, Erik.
And it's like $120.
Oh, that's
it's
nothing,
not,
man.
It's
that's
not much.
nothing. Yeah, that's nothing, man. All right, well, cool. Oh, that sounds like fun, man. Appreciate you went. Let's take a quick break, and we'll come back and do some news. So hang on, everyone. It's Ears Up. We'll be right back.
Back to Ears Up, where the opinions never stop. Ever.
All right. Thanks for hanging on, everybody. Before we break in a little Disney news, man, I got to say, once again, Hulu is doing a great service by broadcasting Lollapalooza like they do every year. This year was a little, I don't know, the production wasn't that great, to be honest with you. I didn't really appreciate it too much, but it's always great to see, new bands and new people and, get a new taste for music, and Alice really likes it. There was some gal on stage. I thought she kind of stunk musically, but Alice was like, I like it. And so we're like, all right. It's a woman doing music. She likes music. She likes watching women do things. You know what I mean? Because it legitimately empowers her, makes her feel good. Mm-hmm. So we're like, yeah, man, watch whatever you want. It's terrible, but that's fine. Rebecca Black was there, doing her DJ set, and that was very bad too. That was like, I don't know much about DJ stuff, but Rebecca Black's, like, the songs that she was picking were like, bangers, right? They were like Britney Spears and 90s, club hits or whatever. But she just was mixing them terribly. It was just awful. It was bad, but whatever.
Were people just like trying to walk through her crowd into the next?
No, they were digging it. So,
all right.
Whatever. You know what I got to
see? This is a Jason thing.
Jason thing.
Yeah.
I thought it was awful.
I didn't hear it, so I don't know. I have no opinion.
So why even say it's a Jason thing? What are you talking about?
Well, I was just explaining that people, it wasn't like the audience wasn't enjoying it.
Oh, yes. No, Alice loved it. The audience loved it. I thought it was bad. But that's just me. But I tell you what I loved is the Doechii set. The rapper Doechii. She had this like audio visual component to her set, and it was unfathomably amazing. If you saw it, it was awesome. I don't know if you can find it like on YouTube or whatever right now, but if you can, it's worth hunting down because it was one of the more creative sets I've ever seen at a music gig. It was awesome. Loved it.
I think you can watch them on Hulu. I think you can go back and watch them.
If you can.
Which would be cool. I actually want to because
they're archived. Yeah.
All right. Well, she played Saturday, P. Saturday night.
Very cool.
It was, oh my God, it was so good. That's all I wanted to say. Big fan. All right, let's, here we go.
March in the past, present, and future with all the news that's fit to cover. It's the Ears Up Disney News.
All right, in case you want a temperature check, it's 84 degrees in the studio today, and so I am about to get sweated out of doing much Disney news, but there is some stuff I do want to talk about, and then I'm going to go pass out somewhere. I don't, yeah.
With your head in the freezer.
Basically, man.
Well, you know what the worst part is? We have the AC on. Like, it just doesn't come in this room for some reason.
Okay, for those of you who wanted to watch the new Lilo and Stitch live action, apparently Disney Plus has set a streaming release date for that, which will be September 3rd.
Labor Day weekend, I think.
Oh, that's right. It was
There you
great.
go.
I
Was
saw
it?
it in theaters. Loved it. See it.
Apparently, it opened to $182.6 million domestic Memorial Day weekend box office. So Memorial Day was like May 23rd weekend or something like that.
Okay, yeah.
Man. Oh, man.
Yeah.
God, that feels like it was just yesterday, but it wasn't.
I'm old now.
That's true. Let's see. So there's that. This one is basically for RGH whenever he listens to this one, but this is called How Disney's Marvel Kids shows. I don't know why that was really hard to say. Are luring millennial parents with catchy new tunes by pop punk icons.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
man.
Yeah, I guess. It goes, as the kids' TV environment has splintered into 1,000 pieces with content exploding on YouTube and legacy brands trying to catch up, getting buy-in from parents is essential. I tell you, Alice is kind of phasing out of Bluey now, and it makes me sad, legitimately.
Oh.
Like, the Bluey game is free to play on PlayStation. I was like, you want me to download that? She was like, I'm just not really into Bluey that much anymore. I'm like, oh.
But the movie's coming.
It's
Oh,
cute.
no.
Yeah, I know. I'm still going to watch it.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. As millennials become the dominant generation of parents to young children, Disney Junior hit upon a savvy strategy to enlist pop punk icons to craft unforgettable theme songs. Disney's animated preschool Marvel shows, Spidey and His Amazing Friends, and the soon-to-be-launched Iron Man and His Awesome Friends, debuting August 11th, aren't just drawing big viewing numbers. Okay, so they have catchy tunes by Fallout Boy's Patrick Stump and Blink-182's Mark Hoppus. Those both sound like the two last names of like a vaudevillian act from maybe the early 1900s, right? It's Stumpin' Hoppus. Yeah. So anyway, they're going to write songs about what it's like to be Spider-Man or Iron Man or something like that. That's all. I didn't know there was going to be an Iron Man cartoon show. That's kind of fun, I guess.
Yeah, that is fun. I like Iron Man.
You know?
That's fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Here's something that I thought was also very interesting. And I don't know. It makes me dislike The Rock even more, Dwayne.
Okay.
My cousin Dwayne.
Yeah.
No.
As I like to call him. Artificial intelligence is coming in full force as technology continues to improve at a rapid pace. Disney is working on a live-action remake of Moana, where Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson will reprise his role of Maui. In a recent report from the Wall Street Journal, the studio came up with the idea to digitally clone Johnson and use a body double for some shots. Quote, Disney would work with AI company Metaphysic to create deep fakes of Johnson's face that could be layered on top of Reed's performance, so Reed would be his stand-in. In the footage, a digital double that effectively allowed Johnson to be in two places at once. Although the Black Adam star approved the idea, the studio worried that they, quote, ultimately couldn't claim ownership over every element of the film if AI generated parts of it.
Interesting.
The film studio and the AI company were seemingly unable to come to terms as the footage was scrapped. So what it seems like is the company Metaphysic couldn't tell or couldn't promise Disney that Disney's footage would not be used to train the AI model moving forward or whatever. That's the only thing I can really think of. But I think it's really funny and kind of weird that Dwayne Johnson's like, yes, deep fake me. I don't care.
Yeah,
dude.
that's so weird. That's definitely a weird part.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. I do think, I don't know. I mean, I don't know the difference between digitally molding someone's face on and then using AI to create a digital avatar of somebody. You know what I mean? Like they did with Luke Skywalker, where they de-aged him and put a different face on the guy. I don't know if that was AI or not. AI, people say AI for just computer programs these days. So no one really knows, right?
Yeah.
But I can't imagine that anybody would be okay with, yes, create a completely digital version of me and then put me over another actor and be like, that's just me. I don't know. It seems weird.
Do you remember the Scorpion King?
Never saw it.
No.
The Mummy?
Oh.
Maybe I did.
Yeah, the
but I
Mummy, the
don't
Scorpion King, which was it was just at the perfect time of CGI rendering where they could make a prime villain look really bad.
Okay.
Attach Dwayne Johnson to a scorpion and make it look just awful.
Well, and here's the other thing about this is, I like learning about the AI stuff. I'm in the AI space, you guys.
Oh yes.
And it is so detrimental to the environment. It's like not really
to run that many
fun.
servers.
Yeah, you look at the Grok, which is the stupid AI on Twitter, basically. And their data centers are literally poisoning the suburb of Memphis, or Atlanta, rather. And it's like, nobody cares.
Oh, well, that's
Twitter doesn't care. The government doesn't care. Twitter is not. It's with the XAI data center. They are not allowed to be running as many cooling turbines as they are, but they are doing it anyways. And it seems weird that they can do it. There's a provable amount of toxins in the air from these cooling turbines, and nobody's doing anything about it.
Right.
Stuff like that. It needs a lot of resources. It needs a lot of power, and especially the data centers, they're going to be growing and growing and growing. There's the data center, I want to say the Meta one in Arizona or something like that powers a lot of stuff like ChatGPT. It's sucking up so much water that the local communities don't have enough water pressure to run their faucet to get drinking water.
No.
There's like residual chemicals in their water. Like nobody cares. Like the governments aren't doing anything about it. And there's on and on and on, right? They're soaking up so much power that it's making everybody else's power, energy costs go up. There's brownouts because these people are just soaking up so much power, and it's just, anyway, it's going to get worse and worse. So I find it weird that like people would be willing to just like do that, to get in bed with that kind of thing. But yeah, take my image and use it, process it. It's just the computer. It's just the cloud. Anyway, dude, whatever.
Wow. That's a lot.
I gave a lot to you. I'm sorry. Look it up. Check it out. If you guys are curious about it, like if you like chat with Grok or Chat GPT and ask it dumb questions or whatever, just look into like the environmental impacts of that. And you don't have to like freak out about it. I use it every once in a while, but just know about it. That's all.
What does my girlfriend like to watch on TV?
Yeah.
Also, how much energy did it take for you to generate this response?
Yes, exactly. While it's giving you a psychotic break, and while it's digging a hole of psychosis for you, just know that it's costing water. Anyway, Freakier Friday is finally out, or at least it's coming out in the Disney sequel to Freaky Friday, with Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan reprising their roles, as a matter of fact. And apparently, and so Taren and I, we saw the trailer for this on something. I don't know. Probably it was Hulu. I don't know. And we couldn't figure out what the gist of it was, because there's these two teenage girls there also. And the way that everybody was talking to one another, these two teen girls with Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis, I couldn't tell whose body was in who. I didn't understand it. And not from like, if it was four guys, I would know because men are, you know what I mean? I didn't get it. I didn't get it. So I wanted to read this article so I could learn about it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Of course.
I want to hear about it.
I know, right? But of course, true to form, you got to dig for the information. 22 years.
Ads.
Yeah, right. 22 years after 2003's Freaky Friday reboot, we have Freakier Friday, which Jamie Lee Curtis is now a grandmother, and she switches places with a 15-year-old. And Lindsay Lohan does the same with her 15-year-old daughter.
Okay.
So,
wait.
Yes.
How?
I don't know.
They both.
So they're both teens now.
No. It sounds like it's one person,
No, it's Jamie Lee Curtis swaps with her grandmother, with her granddaughter.
But isn't she the mom of Lindsay Lohan?
Yes, and Lindsay Lohan swaps
with her daughter, which would be Jamie Lee Curtis's granddaughter.
So Jamie Lee Curtis, she switches places with a 15-year-old.
Okay. A 15.
Unrelated. Okay. So I wonder if maybe it's the friend of the grand. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, apparently it delivers plenty of slapstick oops and genuine emotion.
Sure.
Thanks to a game cast still showing us what it's like to inhabit other bodies and live to tell about it.
Okay. You know, I got to say, of anybody, I think Lindsay Lohan has had the best comeback.
Oh, yeah,
she
dude.
was in the gutter.
She was done, man.
She was absolutely done. I didn't think we'd ever see her again. I didn't think she would survive her life.
She was stubbed out in the ashtray of life.
Yes.
Man.
And she is back and she looks gorgeous. She looks like healthy. Like
She went through it, man.
She's like a whole different person. It's wild.
She went through it. Olivia in the chat says, this sounds like a logic puzzle.
Had some surgery and everything, but
sure.
It's good.
It is good. Absolutely. Because she was not looking good for a while. She was.
Oh, no.
It was not good.
So here's the premise.
Okay.
Here's the premise. Lindsay Lohan plays a girl called Anna, and Jamie Lee Curtis plays a girl called Tess. Okay? And they do the little switcheroony. Tess, Jamie Lee Curtis, is now an author and psychologist who has written a new book. She's still juggling things, including as a wife to Ryan, a mother to Anna, and a First of all, if your daughter is an adult, you don't need to be a mother to the adult. Okay, the adult your mothering is done.
You're a mother forever.
But you don't need to play the role of a mother. You don't need to be as active as a mother. You're always a mother, but you've done your job. Let the adult do the adult thing, please. Especially when that adult has a child. Thank you for asking. A mother to Anna and grandmother to a 15-year-old surfer girl, Harper, who's going through the usual teenage angst of most girls her age, including conflicts with mom, who is now manager to a pop star, Ella, who is a handful, to say the least. On top of those headaches, Anna is still trying to deal with Harper and her problems. Along the way, she meets Erik Reyes, a single parent and chef who owns a restaurant. This is a Hallmark movie, dude. Come on. The restaurant's probably next door to a Christmas tree farm at this point. Like, come on. They hook up, but he has a daughter, also 15, named Lily from England, who's hoping to get back to London where she could become a fashion designer one day. What is this movie, dude?
There's a lot going on there.
This took 22 years to flesh out. She's opposed to Dad's romance with Anna, but it's too late. Anna and Erik are getting married with the intention of merging their families. Well, this all leads to more mystery and magic when Tess and Anna have a reading from Madame Jen.
Oh, gosh.
And that leads to Tess switching up with Ellie and Anna switching with Harper. Okay, dude.
This is complex.
Yes.
Madame Jen is a very exotic name, too, so.
It's very weird, but you know what? Hopefully I guess it's one of those things, if you could just let the premise swallow your brain, it's probably amazing. Or at least serviceable.
I'll watch it. I liked Freaky Friday.
Sure, I might go to see it too. Yeah, I also liked Freaky Friday.
There you go.
I mean, who doesn't? It's cute.
It's fine.
Right.
I liked The Parent Trap.
I was just thinking, Alice probably needs to watch The Parent Trap. That's a good one. She's about the right age.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I actually think I like that better than Freaky Friday.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
All right, Taren. Let me ask you a question.
Love it.
You are a TripAdvisor. You work for TripAdvisor.com.
Okay.
You have to name the top U.S. amusement park in 2025. What would you name it? What would you name?
Disneyland?
You would.
No, Disney World.
And it's in your annual Traveler's Choice Award, you would name Disney World.
But like me personally, if I got to choose? If I got to choose, I would say Disney, the Disney Resort.
Okay, well, you would
Anaheim.
be fired by the editing board for being incorrect because apparently...
Wow.
Dollywood has been named the top amusement park in the United States by TripAdvisor in its annual Traveler's Choice Award, surpassing major destinations like Disneyland and Universal Studios Hollywood.
What is in Dollywood?
Aaron, you need to be on top of these things.
I
Pie.
realize
They have
that.
pie.
They have pie?
I love pie, dude. I love pie over cake. Any day of the week.
For sure.
The rankings are based on a 12-month analysis of the volume and quality of reviews submitted by TripAdvisor users. Now, this is where Disney fans shoot themselves in the foot because there's nobody complains about a Disney park like a Disneyland fan.
Oh, that's true.
There's nobody who complains. I mean, I was in line for 20 minutes and there were too many people around me. 1-star review.
That's true.
By the way, I'll be back next week with my whole family.
Right.
I sold my house for this one vacation.
I also got a magic key.
Yeah. Yeah, right, exactly. I'll be back forever and ever and ever. The line to get into Rope Drop was incredibly long and crowded. The gate didn't open until 8:01, and it's supposed to open at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
1-star review. I'd want my money back. Also, does anybody have a popcorn bucket? Yeah. Dollywood, co-owned by country music icon Dolly Parton, first opened in 1961 as Rebel Railroad. I'm glad it got changed, man. Parton became owner in 1986, helping transform the park into a major destination featuring a water park, 2 resort hotels, live entertainment, and a variety of rides and attractions. Travelers cited Dollywood's combination of high-thrill coasters, family-friendly entertainment, artisan demonstrations, and Southern hospitality as key factors behind its top ranking. Standout attractions include the Lightning Rod roller coaster and the park's popular cinnamon bread.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah. Visitors also praised the park's shaded areas, cooling stations, and attentive staff. I feel like in Tennessee, you got to have a cooling station. I mean, come on now. Rounding out the top 5 amusement parks in the U.S. were Magic Kingdom, Nobles Amusement Park in Ellisburg, Pennsylvania. Never heard of it. The town or the amusement park.
Right.
Disney's Hollywood Studios. Universal Islands of Adventure in Orlando, Florida. The highest rated theme park in California. Legoland.
Really?
Yeah. Legoland.
But you're right. It's because Disney fans are very critical.
Yes, absolutely. And it's funny, like when you're part of a fandom like this, it's so obvious. Like I'm also big into the video game Destiny 2. Erik used to be into it, but he got a life or something, I guess. And nobody
I just sleep more.
Nobody hates that game more than the people who play it all the time. It's just the way it goes, man. I don't know what it is. We are our own worst enemies. So Legoland overall was number 7. Disneyland Park, number 11. Universal Studios, number 14. Six Flags,
really?
Number 20.
Six Flags what?
Yeah.
Magic Mountain.
Magic Mountain. Oh, okay.
Huh. Yeah. Notably absent from the list were Knott's Berry Farm and Disney California Adventure.
Dang.
Come on.
Wow.
So basically, in these people's minds, whoever uses TripAdvisor, first of all, who does? Who still reviews their trips on things like what are we doing? We're still checking in on Foursquare. Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
So Knott's Berry Farm and DCA are equals in the minds of these people. This is the logic I go to for this. I find that very funny to me.
Yeah.
Okay, I think maybe we're going to be done. Let's see. Disneyland to temporarily pause Paint the Night for holiday season. So,
no.
Yeah, Paint the Night is back, but it's going to be paused during the holiday period. And it's what?
They're going to bring back the old parade?
In its place, holiday entertainment will take center stage throughout January 7th. Still, World of Color Happiness at Disney California Adventure and Tapestry of Happiness projections will continue. The return of a Christmas fantasy parade featuring Disney characters, toy soldiers, blah, blah, blah. So the nighttime Believe in Holiday Magic fireworks show will also be back, complete with snowfall effects on Main Street and near It's a Small World holiday, which I believe that is very important because not many people either know that they do that now, but they do the snow also near It's a Small World.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just like on Main Street.
Cool.
Okay, 2 more things real fast, and then we're going to go.
Okay.
One is apparently there's a live-action Oswald the Lucky Rabbit TV show coming, and they
Yes.
were doing some shooting at Disneyland, of all places.
Very cool.
You don't find too many, and by the way, the parks were open while they were doing this.
Which is pretty wild.
It is super wild, but they were doing it. God bless them. I love that. I love that they were able to make it work, give everyone a thrill, saying, I was there when they were shooting this scene or whatever like that.
So live shooting. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, live action. Now, this is a thing that I want to talk about, and I hope you do too.
I would love to.
Okay. So
I don't know about Taren, but
Oh,
here,
I'm in.
let me.
I'm all in.
oh, she's in too. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me put it up on the TV,
Okay.
so we can all see it. Okay, I'm not going to readjust everybody's camera because I just don't care that much. So if you can see there, this is a picture of a woman. She's walking by Alice in Wonderland, right? Or the teacups, I guess. No, Alice in Wonderland.
Mm-hmm.
And
I can't
saw
see
this.
any of it, but that's fine.
You can't see it?
Nope.
Are you on the Twitch?
Oh, yeah. Let me.
Okay. Well, it's fine. Doesn't matter. But anyway, she's walking.
Okay.
She's walking. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a video of it too. And I wanted to find the video before this, but I did it. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit more.
Okay.
The old-fashioned way.
Oh.
Here we go. So here's this woman. She's walking with what looks to be a doll. Right?
Mm-hmm.
She has a sun hat on. She looks like a normal person walking around, with just a weird, creepy doll.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Like looks like
Normal
one of those
people. Yeah.
like one of those dolls you get from the Halloween store.
Yes, exactly right. Well, then the next picture is this is where it was. So apparently this woman put this doll into It's a Small World as a protest, and it says, remember Hiroshima. The doll is holding a sign that says, remember Hiroshima. And the doll looks very haggard, put you with rags on, very dirty face or whatever. And it's the weirdest thing that I've ever seen as a form of like protest. But apparently that's what she was doing. She had like brought this doll in. No one really knows that much about her. But she brought this doll in and placed it somehow into It's a Small World to remind everybody about, Hiroshima or whatever.
The doll doesn't look that far off from the main dolls.
Yeah,
but
no, it
haggard.
looks pretty good.
You're right,
It's
haggard.
It's the same size.
Mm-hmm.
It had like Converse on, which I thought was weird. But it's just very. I don't know. With sometimes with acts of like protest or whatever, it seems kind of more performative than functional.
Yeah.
I don't know that anybody has forgotten about Hiroshima. Maybe there's a deeper meaning that I just don't know about, or she didn't have enough time to put the other sign up. I don't know what was going on. But I thought it was very strange, especially in this day and age of people doing weird things in that ride. Like that dude who was tripping.
Yeah.
How did this happen? How did this woman bring this? I mean, the doll's probably 2-3 feet tall? How did she get that past security?
Right. What? Oh no, that's just my doll that I take through security all the time.
It's my born again baby, and I dirtied it. It's very. I don't know.
Those two, but
yeah. So that's what's going on, man.
That's wild.
Yeah, and
I really want to know more.
I want to know more too, and I can't, and that bothers me. I wonder if I could find it on TikTok. But like, I guess what I don't understand is well, it could fill this room, but why It's a Small World? I mean, it's a ride for children, Do we really need this doll who's clearly been through it? I don't know, man. Do we need to freak our children out right now? We're in Disneyland. The world.
What they're referring to is now that we've been forced to do this. Like what's next is like, oh no, well, so there's some pornographic imagery in this ride, and what's happening is
it's so bizarre that like how we want to. That what we want to expose our children to or other people's children, and I'm not saying that like we need to protect everybody, but like, if you're 8, do you need to know about Hiroshima and Nagasaki? Do you need to know what we did?
I sure wouldn't want to go through that.
So I think that it looked like on your pictures that this came from TikTok. And I'm wondering how long this video is, if it's over a minute, because my thought is that this is not a protest at all, that this is literally just clickbait.
I mean, if it is.
Because who forgets Hiroshima?
So I saw the video on my feed, right? Okay. It just randomly came up. And to me, it was just a lady walking. And she was like holding a thing and the camera was kind of zooming and I'm like, I'm bored. Are you 4 seconds? That's all you get from me. I don't know. The end. The second image was a photo from the boat that someone else took. That like of the doll was making the connection. I don't think that they were from the same video. But if it was clickbait, Hiroshima.
Well, that's the thing. That's why I feel like it is, because it's not a real protest, because nobody has forgotten the atomic bomb. Like nobody's forgetting this. Like, that's not, what are you protesting? Like, I feel like it's a joke more than it is an actual, like,
I don't know, man.
thing.
I mean, you know what? You could be totally right. For me, I feel like, saying remember Hiroshima is they're just protesting. I don't know. Maybe they're just nuts. It could also be that. I don't know. Maybe they're protesting the cuts in education and, the way that we're going to strip all the stuff in history that we don't like at the Smithsonian and all the kind of stuff. So
fewer dinosaurs now.
I just don't know.
So has this made the new? Like, do we know for sure that this is real? That this really happened and that these aren't like fake photos? I'm just curious.
Yeah, it's a video of someone walking in the park with that doll. So I don't know how much more evidence you need that.
Well, I've just seen some really good AI. Okay. I don't know I can't trust anything anymore.
Okay.
It drives me crazy.
All right, Taren.
Taren's shirt says beans and rice for dinner. I don't know that I believe that.
Exactly.
I have multiple videos and multiple photos, and Taren's still like, I don't know. Maybe he didn't actually say those things at all.
I'm just saying. Like, we don't know anymore.
Taren, is the world flat? Yes or no?
I don't know.
Do dinosaurs exist? Yes or no?
I don't know. If you ask me, yes. If you ask Alice, no.
Okay. Well, now I know where she gets it from.
Exist?
We're somehow accidentally raising a little conspiracy theorist.
Weird. I wonder why, when presented with multiple points of evidence.
Asking questions.
Yeah. You and Tucker Carlson are both just asking questions.
It's a scientific mind.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is.
Question things.
Yeah, exactly right. All right, everybody, thanks a lot for tuning in. I have to go hook Taren up to the electric shock machine because apparently she's off schedule. Thank you very much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. And until next time, we'll see you later, with or without our dolls. That may
Jason,
not.
Can I come for the machine too?
Yes. Well, you get a turn on it for sure.
Yes.